So we're just getting our bodies moving and being good to ourselves. And you saw that little quote that I sent to you that we always say, you know, it's like, oh, but I don't know if I've got time to do that, but we need to make time for things like this for for ourselves. And hopefully you all feel the benefits after it, even if when you first come into it, you think, oh, I don't know, I don't feel up to this today. This is not for me. But hopefully you feel different at the end of it. So let's put it to the test. So let's just come to a comfortable seat. So whatever that means for you, so you can sit cross-legged, you can sit on a block, perch on a block, you can sit with your legs out in front. So I just want you to sit and settle just for a few moments before we start. So relax your shoulders and try and sit with this upright spine. Imagine you're sending the crown of your head up to the ceiling. And just rest your eyes, not your eyes, your hands on your thighs, or you can rest them in your lap, whatever feels good for you. If they're in your lap, it's quite nice to put your right hand underneath, left hand on top, and just touch the thumbs together. It's just a nice connecting mudra. And this is the one that you see quite a lot on Buddha statues. They're sitting like this when they're in Padmasana, lotus pose, and they've just got their hands resting in their lap. So just gently close your eyes. And I want you to take yourself inwards as you connect to your breath. Then I want you to think about the channels that we have running through our body, the channel that runs through the right side of the body, the right side up the side of the spine. It's called Ida. And that's the one that we connect with solar, with heating, with, excuse me, with getting things done, with energizing our body. And then think about on the left-hand side, and that one is called Pingala. And we connect that one with Luna, the moon, calming, cooling. So calming us down, restoring some balance into the body. So just thinking about those two channels, just feel that you're neither the right or the left, not hot or cold, but allow them to just come together and bring some balance into your body. So we can relate that to how we're sitting here. So as you're sitting upright, we need a little bit of effort to get that spine straight and tall. So if you just think about that now, you immediately sit up, you send the crown of your head up to the ceiling, you're generating a little bit of energy, a bit of heat. So bring in that solar channel into play. And then bring the lunar channel into play as you relax your shoulders. So you're finding some calm and coolness in that pose. So it's a bit like when we say that all our asanas should be done with stira and sukha. So stira, strength, and sukha with just that feeling of calm, that ease, strength and ease. So I want you to bring that into your practice today with each pose that we do. Don't feel you've got to jam yourself into anything. Just try and find, try and find that balance between right and left. Okay, so just drop your chin to your chest now. Just find a lovely stretch at the back of the neck. And then slowly, with as little disruption as possible, move yourself into a child's pose. So take your knees wide and toes together and drop your forehead down to the mat. But this time, take your arms alongside your legs. So just let the hands rest on the mat behind you, palms facing up. So just connecting the forehead with the mat. So this is a way of triggering that relaxation response in the body, connecting to the vagus nerve. And just take a few breaths here. So breathing into the back body, where most of our lungs are. Just breathe in a few nice deep breaths, in and out. You can breathe through the nose and let go through the mouth if that feels good for you. So just starting to get some movement into the body with the breath. And then on your next inhalation, bring yourself up into an upright position. So before we get started properly, I'm going to do a little trick with you. It's called a vagus nerve reset. So we're going to sit up straight. You're just going to take your fingers and just sort of cup your hands. Come a bit closer. So you're going to cup your hands so that your fingers are all together. And then you're going to place them at the back of your neck here, right in the middle. So find that channel and press them into that channel in the middle. And then we're going to sit upright, like we're on the mat. Oh, actually, let me just do something with you first. Just sit upright and turn your head to the right and just feel how free your neck is or how stuck your neck is, and then turn it to the left. So just gentle twists. And then come back and let's do our trick. So let's put the fingers into this ridge. So really dig them in. Don't make it painful, but be aware that they're there. So when you're pushing those fingers into the center, I want you to take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, I want you to pull your fingers over towards the right. So you're pulling towards that elbow that's out. So it's like you're pulling, stretching the skin from the back of the neck. And pull and hold. Hold that position. Hold it. Keep holding. We're going to hold for 30 seconds. So I'm just guessing here. I'm going to keep you holding for a few more seconds and keep that pull, keep that pressure. And then release. And now take a breath in. And as you breathe out, turn and look to the right. How much freer and lighter does your neck feel? Let's do it on the other side. So really embed those fingers. So it's a little bit like the one that we do with Kate when we rub our the fascia in the ear. So get the fingers embedded, take a breath in, breathe out and pull the fingers across the skin. So you're stretching the skin. It's called a vagus nerve reset. So it's similar to what we do with Kate, but we're working on the fascia there, and the fascia releasing through the ear and down the side of the neck. This is a slightly different movement, a different reason for the freedom in the neck. The vagus nerve is the biggest and longest nerve in our body. It comes all the way up the spine, all the way up to the top of the head. And it's the one that's responsible for the fight or flight reflex. So when we do things like this, we're telling our body to reset that everything is okay. Okay, let go. And now take a breath in and turn to the left. And just turn to the right a few times and just notice how your head and shoulders feel a lot freer, feel a lot lighter. Hopefully, you can tell me afterwards. Okay, so let's come to the mat, come into all fours. Plant your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips, toes into the mat. We're just going to do 3 cat-cows here, and we're going to really feel into the body as we do it. So take a breath in, and as you breathe out, push the mat away, drop the crown of the head to the mat, so really rippling through the spine. Take a breath in. Breathing out, tilt the hips, lead in with the chin and the chest, working through the spine, slide the shoulder blades together. Take a breath in, breathing out, round the spine, back into cat. Breathe in and breathe out, back into cow. So rippling that movement through the spine, being aware of all the vertebrae. Take a breath in, breathing out, round the spine. Breathe in and breathe out, back into cow. And then coming back into our neutral position on all fours. So take a breath in here. And as you breathe out, send your right leg back behind you. Press the toes into the mat. Breathing in. And as you breathe out, float your right hand up to the ceiling. Reaching, stacking the hands one on top of the other. Taking a breath here. And then breathe as you take your hand back. Bring your knee back to the mat. So let's just do that on the other side. Take a breath in. Breathing out, left foot comes behind you. Left hand reaches up. Just testing our balance here. And then place your hand back. Okay, so we're going to add to that now. So from our all fours, step your right foot up towards your right hand. Lift the back leg. So the left heel will be off the mat, and plant your left hand or your left fingertips. Float your right hand up to the ceiling. So we're going to do something a little bit different now as we breathe out. We're going to straighten the right leg, and we're going to reach the right hand all the way back through the legs to the left knee. So you're dropping your head here, getting a nice stretch through both legs. Breathe in as you bend the right knee, reach the hand up. Breathe out, straighten the legs. Reach back to that left knee. Breathe in and reach. And breathe out. Right hand to left knee. Breathing in, take both hands to the mat, drop the left knee and swap legs. So we're going to breathe in as we step our left foot forward, lift the right leg away from the mat, straighten the right leg, take a breath in, left arm reaches up to the ceiling, left leg is bent. Breathing out, straighten the left leg and reach the left hand to the right knee, dropping the head towards the mat. Breathe in, bend the left knee, reaching the hand to the ceiling. Breathe out. Different, isn't it? It's a really good stretch and warm up for our hamstrings. So reach the hand back up to the ceiling as you bend the knee. And then reaching the hand back to your right knee. Well done. So take your hands back to the mat, and this time step back into plank. Hold your plank for 3 breaths. You can put your knees down if this is too much. Just hold in and then release, knees to the mat. Well done. Okay, let's get another little bit of movement going. So from our all fours, toes into the mat. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, just sit your hips back as if we're coming into extended child's. Just reaching the hands forward, getting that stretch into the toes. Breathe in. And start to lift your body up and away from the mat, and then shift it forward into a sort of up dog. So we're just sending the hips towards the mat. Breathe in, lift up, breathe out, send the hips back to the heels. Keep stretching those toes. Breathe in and breathe out as you come into your modified up dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. I'm going to do 5 of these. So that's 3. Breathe out as you go forward. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathing in to lift up away from the mat. Breathing out to come to up dog. I think that's 5. Breathing in, come back to all fours. So let's add a little bit more to this. So from our all fours position, make sure your toes are into the mat. Take a breath in. Lift your knees just a few inches away from the mat. And then sit back as if you're coming into child. So strong on the thighs. Breathe in. Breathe out. Start to straighten the legs, coming into downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Shifting the weight forward. Coming back to that up dog, that modified up dog. Knees come back to the mat. Breathe in. Breathe out. Shift the weight back towards the heels. Extended child's. Breathe in. Come back to all fours. Let's do that again. So we start from all fours. We lift our knees just a few inches. We sit the hips back, so you're pressing the hands into the mat. Breathe in. Breathe out. Start to straighten the legs, coming into downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out, shifting the weight forward, bending the knees, placing them back on the mat to come to up dog. Breathe in, breathe out, shift the weight back, extended child. So knees are on the mat this time. So we got it. We're going to do it once more. Breathing in, come back to all fours. Checking your toes are in the mat. Hands are under your shoulders. You might have crept forward a little bit. And then take a breath in as you lift your knees a few inches from the mat. Breathing out, send the hips back towards the heels. Strong on the thighs here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Start to straighten the legs. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out, shift the weight forward, drop the knees to the mat, and to that up dog position. Breathe in. Breathe out, child's pose. Well done. So hopefully that's got you a little bit warmed up. So take a breath in. As you walk your hands back towards your knees. So we're going to keep this bent leg position, these toes into the mat. Keep your hands on the floor in front of you. And you're just going to send your chest forwards as if you were doing a cat-cow. So do this with an out breath. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, tuck your chin to your chest. Just rippling through the spine here a few times. You can add to it by when you come to do your the cat position, just lift your knees away from the mat and drop the head. And then knees back down into the mat as you send the chest forward. It's just a nice way of really getting into the spine. Well done. Let's come back to all fours. Not quite finished on the mat. So all fours. So from here, take a breath in. And as you breathe out, slide your right leg out to the side. So the toes are pointing forward. And then bring your right hand so that it's up behind your right ear, shoulder out to the side. Breathe in and take right elbow to left elbow. Breathing out, opening up. So just do 3 more of these, touching the elbow together and then rotating from the waist and the upper back and opening up. That's it. 3. And then after your third one, release your hand to the mat, slide the leg back in. We're going to do the other side. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Take a breath in. Breathe out, left leg out to the side. Left hand comes up behind the head. So all the weight's going into the right hand here. See if you can keep your chest facing the floor here. So we're keeping that structure. Take a breath in and send the left elbow to the ceiling. Sorry, I should have done into the elbow. You breathe the way you want to, as long as you go elbow to elbow and then elbow to the ceiling. Generally, when we breathe out to it, sort of opening up a little bit more. So breathe in to elbow, breathe out to open. But do what feels good for you. Last time. And then hands back to the mat, knee back to the mat. So we're coming back to that all fours. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, lift your knees and your hips, come to downward facing dog. So just have a little walk through the feet, bending one knee, then the other. It's our first real down dog, apart from those little movements before, but this should feel good now. You know, our body's quite free. So see if you can send your heels towards the mat. And then taking a breath in as you look towards your hands, walk your feet all the way to your hands. Coming into a forward fold. Take a breath here. And then hands out to the side as you bring yourself up. Reaching up and overhead. Hands to the heart center. So, everyone doing okay? Good. Okay, so let's just release our wrists a little bit. We did quite a bit on our hands here. So interlace your fingers out in front of you. Just take the hands out in front, don't block the elbows, and just roll through those wrists. So really work into the wrists as the hands are interlaced. It really gets into the front and the back of the wrists when you do this. And then change the interlock of the hands so a different thumb is on top. And do it again, rolling through the wrists. That's it. And now open them up and fire the fingers out. Just keep sending the fingers out. You do it for about 4 or 5 times, and you think, oh, I don't think I can do this anymore, because the fingers quite quickly stiffen up. So keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Well done. Have a little shake. Okay. So let's do a couple of sun salutations. So stand at the top of the mat. Stand up straight and tall. Just let your hands hang alongside your body. Notice how your fingers are tingling. Take a breath in, reach the hands up and overhead. Take your gaze to your palms. And you breathe out, dive all the way down to the mat. Fingertips to the mat. Uttanasana, forward fold. Breathing in, slide the hands up to your shins. Find that half forward fold, Ardha Uttanasana. Breathe out, hands come to the mat. Bend your knees enough so that you can plant your hands and step back into plank. So from this plank position, we're going to lower to the mat. So take a breath in as you shift the weight forward over the arms, bend the elbows and lower slowly to the mat. Take your knees down as well if you need to. Breathing in, hands are alongside the chest. As you breathe out, lift yourself up into cobra pose. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Breathe in, toes into the mat. Breathe out, lift yourself up to downward facing dog. Find your down dog. And then breathing in, walk your feet all the way back to your hands. Uttanasana, forward fold. Breathing in, hands to the shins, half forward fold. Breathing out, full fold, hands to the mat. Breathing in, take your hands out wide and all the way back. Uttanasana, reaching up, hands to the heart center. Well done. So we're just going to do that once more, a little bit quicker. So take a breath in. Hands go out wide, reach up and overhead. Breathing out, diving down to the mat. Breathing in, fingertips to your shins and find that half forward fold. Breathing out, hands to the mat once more, forward fold. Plant your hands on the mat, bend your knees, breathe in and breathe out and step to plank. So we're lowering to the mat, take a breath in, shift the weight forward. So you're sending those shoulders forward of the hands. It helps to lower. Bend the elbows, lower to the mat. Breathe in, hands to the side of the chest. As you lift up, breathe out, cobra pose. Breathe in, breathe out, toes to the mat, downward facing dog. Breathing in, you walk your feet all the way to your hands. A forward fold, Uttanasana. Breathe in, hands to the shins, half forward fold. Breathe out, back to your forward fold. Breathing in, hands out wide, reach up and overhead, hands to the heart center. Just take a breath here. Let everything settle. So remember what we said at the beginning, those two channels, solar and lunar. So you're feeling some of that solar energy now, but we want to bring it back in balance with the calming side, the calming energy channel. Okay, so take a breath in, sweep your hands up alongside your ears, and as you breathe out, sit back into chair pose, Utkatasana, chair pose. So really plant those feet into the mat. Take a breath in and engage your tummy muscles, engage your left foot, and step your right leg back into warrior one. So lift your arms up a little higher. Back in warrior one, your right foot is at an angle. Breathe in, breathe out. Open to warrior two. Position your feet. If you need to bring them a little wider, gaze at the left hand. Breathe in, breathe out. Right hand to the back of your right thigh. Left hand reaches that peaceful warrior. Turn the hand so that you're looking at the palm. Breathe in. Breathing out. Shifting the weight forward. So left hand can rest, or left arm can rest on your left thigh. Or if you're a bit more flexible, you can slide the hand down to the mat and then float the right hand up. So if you're going to try sliding the hand down, don't crunch over like this. If it's making you crunch over, keep the hand on the leg. Or you can get a block and you can put your hand on the block. So breathing in, breathing out. Windmill the hands back to the mat. Step back into plank. Breathe in, breathe out. Knees to the mat, toes together, sink back into child's. Take a breath here. And then breathing yourself back up into all fours. Realign the knees, toes into the mat. Lift your knees and your hips, downward facing dog. Breathing in as you walk your feet all the way to your hands. Uttanasana, forward fold. Take a breath in here as you slide your hands up to your shins. Half forward fold. Breathing out. Breathing in, sweep the hands out wide, come up, reach into the ceiling. Hands to the heart center. Well, that was a little bit tougher, wasn't it? Shall we try the other side? So just let everything settle. Standing up straight and tall, relax your shoulders. Plant your feet into the mat, softness in the knees. And then take a breath in as you reach your hands up and overhead. Breathing out, sitting into your imaginary chair. So get that balance in the chair. Keep the feet really strong and connected. Knees are pointing forward. Engage your tummy muscles. Engage that right thigh. Breathe out as you step the left foot back. Getting ready for warrior one. So 45-degree angle of the foot. And then lift the hands up. Warrior one. Well done. Breathe in. Breathe out. Right hand forward, left hand back. Warrior two. Just taking another breath here. Reaching those fingertips to the wall in front, the wall behind. Sinking down through the center. Checking your right knees, pointing forward. Breathing in, turn the right hand up, the left hand reaches back to the back of the thigh, coming into peaceful warrior. Breathe in. Breathing out. So sweeping forward, either your arm on your leg or slide it down. Left arm comes up and reaches over. But remember, don't compromise here. Don't slump forward. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hands to the mat. Step back into plank. Take a breath in plank. Knees to the mat. Sink back into child's. Take a breath here. And then breathing yourself back up into all fours. Toes into the mat. Lift your knees and your hips. Downward facing dog. Breathing in as you walk your feet all the way to your hands. Uttanasana, forward fold. Breathing in, hands to the shins, half forward fold. Take a breath here. Reaching up, hands come out wide, up and overhead. Hands to the heart center. Well done. So release your hands to the side body. Just let everything settle for a moment. We're almost done with our practice. So we're going to step wide on the mat. So take your feet as wide as is comfortable for you. Have the toes pointing out to the corners of the mat, so a bit of an angle. And then float your hands out to the side. So keep the tummy muscles engaged. Imagine you're between two panes of glass here. So we're standing straight and tall. And then take a breath in. Bend the knees, send them out to the side. So we're sitting down through the middle here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Make your hands into cactus, or arms into cactus arms. Just holding in this position. Just for a few breaths. So work on this form. Think about the Ida and Pingala channels, the solar and lunar. So don't overdo it. Keep breathing. Find your balance. Sending your hips down towards the mat, but opening these inner thighs, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Keep breathing. Release the hands. Release the legs. Well done. So we're going to come down to the mat. So just heel toe your feet together and just gently sink down to the mat and come to all fours. So we're going to slide out on the mat into Sphinx pose. So taking your elbows to the mat, palms down in front of you and just gazing forward. So from here, we're just going to do a little lower back bend. So take a breath in. And then as you breathe out, squeeze your tummy muscles in so that you're protecting your lower back. You're going to lift your right arm up and you're going to bring your left leg with it. So keep gazing forward and then release. Don't worry if the leg doesn't lift too high. Still working those glutes and the lower back. So back into Sphinx. Let's try the left side. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, the tummy muscles sink back towards your spine, protecting your lower back, lifting the left arm, the right leg. Keep gazing to the mat, pushing the right hand into the mat, and then release. So that was a different one for us. So we are going to do it once more. So take a breath here. Engage in those tummy muscles, reaching. And then release. Well done. So let's do the other side. Breath in. As you breathe out, sucking the tummy muscles up towards the spine. Then reach. And release. Well done. Walking your hands back so that you come into a child's pose. And just release the lower back and the glutes. And then bring yourself up into all fours. We're just going to walk our hands out in front of us into puppy dog pose as we lower the elbows to the mat, lower the forehead, keep the hips pointing up to the ceiling. So a lovely release of the spine and the lower back. And then lifting the head, shift the weight forward, plant your hands on the mat and release your legs out in front of you. So we're just going to come down to the mat and hug our knees into our chest and just have a little roll, a little massage. Just easing out the spine. And then plant your feet on the mat, glide them away, and set yourself up for your Shavasana. So grab your layers, blankets, whatever you'd like. So I'm going to take you through your Shavasana. I'll stay with you today, just as we go through our Shavasana. So come down to the mat. Make sure that you're comfortable. Make sure you're not holding on anywhere. Allow your body to release. So take a few moments and just have a little shuffle around on the mat. Maybe turn your head from side to side, easing out any tension. Take a deep breath in through the nose and release it through the mouth. And as you do that, let everything sink into the mat. So taking your attention to the space just above the crown of your head, moving on to your face, the skin around your eyes, your forehead, just releasing any tension, moving on to your face, your mouth, your jaw. Let your tongue rest in the bottom of your mouth. Let your teeth slightly separate. Releasing any tension down the sides of your neck and over your shoulders. And just letting that relaxation flow down your arms all the way to your elbows, your wrists and your hands. Releasing your hands and your fingers. And then take your attention to the back of your head, your neck, your spine, working your way down one vertebra at a time, feeling how your back sinks into the mat each time you exhale. Just letting go. Finding your way to your hips, releasing the tension around the hips, the pelvis, letting it flow down your thighs to your knees, your lower legs to your ankles, your feet and your toes. Let your whole body relax. Just taking these few moments to settle. And then with your next inhalation, bringing some movement into the arms, floating them up and overhead. And do a full body stretch, point from your fingertips to your toes. And as you breathe out, rest your arms behind you, bend your knees, plant your feet, and roll over onto your right-hand side. And then when you're ready, bring yourself back up to a seated position. Well done, everyone.